Everybody. We're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome. All right. So I'm really excited about today. I don't know why, but I am. Let's see. I don't know if yeah, got it. Good. Good. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So today I want to talk about this concept of, does it feel like you're going backwards, right? And so it's so interesting. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I love that you're here. How cool is that? I'm fuzzy on my end, hopefully not on your end. Hello, sweet Vanya. So I was looking at this because I'm currently doing a 15-day challenge called Ditch the Judgments Challenge. And we've been in the challenge now. Today's day 3. And one of the things that has happened, hi, sweet Jackie, I'm coming to London. Are you coming to the live event? Come on, baby. These live events are so amazing. Anyway, so this concept, a lot of times, hi, sweet Michelle, when we are changing, right? We have this crazy expectation that the change needs to look linear. I'm going to say that again. We have this crazy expectation that the change needs to look linear. And what I know about change is nothing. It looks nothing linear. It looks nothing cognitive. It looks nothing logical. It gave me like this crazy freaking pattern. And so there's so many times where either with your body or your finances or in business, there's a moment that happens for almost everyone committing to creating a greater life, to creating a greater future, where it feels like you're going backwards, or it feels like you're stuck, or it feels like there's not forward momentum happening. And what I know is that when you are asking for a pattern to change, I hope you guys get this. Are you paying attention? You should be paying attention. Hello, sweet Carol. When you guys feel like there is you're asking for a huge change in your life. Well, in order for that change to occur, a shift has to happen. And one of the things that needs to shift is all the garbage, all the crap, all the mental, emotional junk. It needs to go somewhere. Some people, for years, for lifetimes, have been stuffing their mental, emotional crap. And so when you truly start committing to going, oh my goodness, I am no longer going to hold any baggage, any garbage, any mental crap in my body, I'm going to let it go. Well, guess what? It's got to go somewhere. And so I've noticed this in working with people's bodies. I've noticed this in my own body, that when I am changing a very hidden, unconscious pattern, my body, before it releases the SHIT, before it releases the crap, will tend to do something that, from the visible eye, at least from my personal visible eye, it feels unpleasant. It feels like it's a step backwards. It feels like it's stuck, right? And so what I always say to people is, you want to pause and ask, right? Is my body changing something I can't see? Yes. Okay, cool. Is it releasing something? Now you can apply this to relationship. You can apply this to finances. So, wow, is something in my financial reality changing and I can't yet see it? So for those of you who open your bank account and you go into panic or frustration, I have those moments in business, and it's like my expenses are really big, right? I've got all these live events coming up in Europe, and to pay for the venues, to book the tickets, to pay for the hotels, before sometimes the money comes in, it's a bit of like oh my goodness, this is uncomfortable. And so I ask, okay, if I choose this, is this the change I've been asking for? And so sometimes in the midst of change, hello, my beautiful, amazing people, sometimes in the midst of change, it will feel like you're going backwards. It will feel like something isn't moving because our expectation is to visibly see positive from our mindset, positive results. So if you guys are watching, thank you for being here. And if you are liking what I'm saying, please comment, share, post, like, right? Whatever it is, so that I know that what you desire to hear is contributing to you. Because I want to make sure that this really is for those of you that are like, I am asking for change. And sometimes when I ask for change, I get depressed or I feel like I go backwards, right? And what I would challenge you to say is you're not actually going backwards. Okay, you're not actually going backwards. Something that has been hidden in your unconscious is releasing. I'm going to say that again. Something that's been hidden in your unconsciousness is releasing. And when that happens, sometimes the physical body needs to go through change, sometimes the emotional body, the mental body. You never know what's happening. And so start to get curious about, wow, what are some of the questions I can ask? So when you feel like you're going backwards, when you feel like you're stuck, when you feel like there's no forward momentum, right? You're going to ask, okay, cool. Is this the change I've been asking for? Are there some patterns that are releasing? Is something letting go? Is my body letting go of something? And if you get a yes, the best gift that you can be is to be allowance, right? And so it's so funny because, if you've ever been in relationship, I'm sure none of you know this experience, right? If you've ever been in relationship, you get in relationship, and let's say you're having a cranky day, and your relationship is like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? And you're like, leave me alone. I'm having a bad day. I just need like 24 hours to just have a bad day. Can you please let me be? And it's funny, actually, women do this to men way more than men do it to women. Okay. I'm going to say that again. Women do this to men way more than men do this to women. And so women, if you are harping on your partner, right? And they're like, can you just leave me alone? I'm having a bad day and I just want to have a bad day. It's like giving that space is one of the best gifts that you can do. So give your body space. If it's having a cranky day, if you wake up bloated, if you wake up in pain, give it space. Ask questions. Is this the change you've been asking for? And then also ask, what is leaving that you haven't acknowledged? And so I know for me, when I am in allowance and when the body is in allowance, okay, this literally can change almost anything. Aha, aha. So, my friends, what change have you been asking for in your life? What change have you been asking for in your business? What change have you been asking for in your body? And it's starting to show up, right? And someone that I was working with yesterday said, well, they said, Katherine, I did your challenge and my body was changing and I lost weight. And, all this, she was having some medical problems and physical problems. And in the 15-day challenge, one of the things, basically her belly, and she was dealing with some stuff in her abdomen, had been swollen. And she said what she had been trying to change for 11 years went in 1.5 inches in 15 days. And so she made the decision that seems too easy. If she can change something in 15 days, what she'd been trying to change for 11 years, well, it sounds way too easy to change. So let me make it hard. So often the easy change, the easy path, right? A lot of you who know the tools of Access Consciousness, that is the easy path. Why? Because you ask a question, you make a choice, you get happier, and your life gets better. Right? And this week we've been doing, suicide prevention, because the reality is there are so many people who, when they get stuck, right, they don't see the forward momentum. So they get depressed and then they don't want to be here anymore. And I truly believe that there are millions of people walking around pretending to be happy, but on the inside, they don't really want to be here anymore. Life is hard, and we should have tools to make our life way easier. That's my personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. And so one of the things to do in this is to ask, what change are you asking for? Okay, so when you're asking for this big change, what needs to let go of? If you currently are living paycheck to paycheck and you dream and vision and are looking to work towards a way of financial freedom, well, there's some habits and patterns and people and toxicity that need to go. Okay. And so the mindset trick is really start to ask the question is, what are you asking for? And then what needs to let go of? Okay. So how much space do you need to be to let go of it? And what I tell people, especially with their body, when they're changing their physical body, so they're trying to get more fit, they're trying to lose weight, they're trying to, maybe change their physical appearance, maybe get younger, maybe get healthier. I say, okay, how long? Hi, sweet Celine. And I say to people, how long does your body need? How much time does it need for it to change? And some people say it needs a week, it needs 5 weeks, it needs 2 months, it needs 3 months. And I'm like, okay, you've been struggling with this for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Do you think you could give your body permission to be in its own space for 3 months? Like, do you think that you could just be an allowance for 3 months? And most people go, no, I need to control my body. I need to control my business. I need to control my finances. Hello, Alexandra, welcome. Yay, I'm so glad you guys are here. So how many of you, right? Celine says, interesting. So if you notice that you are a control freak and you are trying to control the change, how many of you are trying to control the change? If that's you, hearts, thumbs up, or post me in the comments, right? How many of you are trying to control the change? So often we ask for change, it starts to bubble to the surface and it doesn't always look fun and comfortable. So it bubbles to the surface and then we freak out and we stop the change from transforming and moving through its whole process. Right? Celine says, yes, I know. Control, all you control freaks, everyone who's on here, right? You guys are all control freaks, whether you want to know it or not. Because here's the deal. If you were willing to no longer be the control freak, right? Alexandra's like, oh my God. If you were willing to no longer be the control freak, you would literally ask for what you want and it would show up almost instantaneously. But what happens is we go into all these stories, all these patterns. And so when you are asking for change, here's my, yeah, I love it, you guys. Back off, right? Back away from trying to control it and allow it to emerge. So ask a question. So a couple tips that I do. 1, ask a question. 2, get your body moving. 3, get out in nature. Awesome. Alexandra says, I was talking about this with a friend, right, 5 minutes ago. All conclusions, exactly. The change wants to happen and it's happening, but most of the change is happening under the surface. And then you as a control freak come in and with your conclusions, you stop the change. It's insane. So you're going to ask a question. Is this the change I've been asking for? You're going to get your body moving, right? And then one of my favorite things to do is an energy pull. And energy pulls are from Access Consciousness. And so an energy pull literally looks like, at least the way that I do it, is I get the energy of the future, right? Like, what's the future I want to have? The body, the money, the business, the ease, the travel. And I'm like, oh, all of a sudden my body starts to get happier, starts to get like, woo, right? Celine says, I am insane. You're the only one, darling. My control freaks unite. Okay, so you start to get the energy of the future you want with your body, with your sex life, with your relationships, with travel, with finances, with business, with body. And you're like, oh, and your body gets really, really happy. That's the time to pull the energy in. And all you do is you ask your body to pull. Now, People say, how do I know that I'm pulling energy? Think of the time when you saw somebody from across the room and you were like, I want to meet them. So whether it's somebody you wanted to shag, or whether it is somebody that you wanted to meet, maybe a business partnership, they just had an energy and you wanted to know them, but maybe you were shy. Maybe you didn't feel confident enough to approach them. So you pulled their energy, and whether 5 minutes go by or an hour goes by or 2 hours, you end up having a conversation with them. That is the moment when you pull energy. Now, I ask a lot of married people, right? And I especially ask the women, when you saw your man, did you know? And they were like, oh yeah. I'm like, that's an energy pull. An energy pull is seeing something you desire and literally making a commitment, making a choice, making a demand that whatever it takes. And yet somewhere with creating our future, so with creating money, with creating more money than you've ever had, with creating, whatever it is that you haven't yet experienced having, we go into these crazy, insane, control freak stories of, well, but I'm going to lose my friends. Well, but it's going to be hard. Well, but everybody's going to ask me for money. And so we literally create a separation between having it. We've already made all of these obstacles available before we even let ourselves have it. You guys get this? Are you getting this? Is it crazy? You getting this? Hopefully you're getting this, right? So it's so insane. And so one of the things to do is to pull in the energy. Imagine what you want as your future right now. Just get it. Is it travel? Is it ease with your body? Is it more fitness? Is it moving somewhere? Is it buying a house? Is it whatever it is? Get that energy. And maybe it's all of the above. And yeah, allow your body to get happy. That's the energy pull. And then the second piece of this is you make, I love it, Celine. I get it, baby. I can't wait to see you in Paris. Woo-hoo! Oh, live events are going to be amazing, you guys. We've been working on these live events. We've got a manual, we've got tons of tools, tons of body processes, a lot of energetic exercises to do exactly what I'm talking about, is to prepare your body for a future that doesn't yet exist. And then how do we get all the obstacles that you've been self-imposing and self-creating? How do we get those out of the way? Right? And, it's funny, people who do these live events, that maybe it takes 6 months, maybe it takes 9 months, maybe it takes a year, but watching these people change their entire realities. In fact, I'm looking at possibly interviewing people a year after the event. And it's not like the event is the only reason. They become the person they are based on every choice they make every day. Right? And so, yeah, I love it. So Alexandra says, okay, it took 2 years from the first time I pulled energy from my current lover for it to actualize into reality. Yes, yes. And the biggest thing is you pull, and then here's a piece that not a lot of people talk about, or I don't think it's given enough attention, is that you have to trust that no matter what, you are going to make it happen no matter what. And so where it gets wonky, where we get into trouble, is we start to doubt, oh, can I do this? Can I have this? I'm going to offend other people. And we start to come up with stories why we can't have it. Yeah. So Jackie says, I've been doing this with time. My watch battery finished, so I've not been wearing a watch for a few months now. At first, I was so panicked all the time that I was going to be late. It was uncomfortable. Now, a few months later, I'm so in tune with time, I can press my phone to check, but I'm more often early for things, which is amazing. So Jackie, I double dog dare you to do that with money. I double dog dare you to get into the rhythm of asking your body, hi, Chris, nice to see you, right? So I double dog dare you to get in your body and start to trust that you can do this with money, that you can do this with relationships, that you can do this with business. And the biggest challenge is that you literally have to know that it might take 2 years, it might take 3 years, it might take 5 years, but without a doubt, if you keep pulling the energy, it will show up. And here's the deal is it will show up exactly as it's meant to show up for you. Right? Jackie says, I accept your challenge. Yeah, baby. Well, don't come to London for the live events next month. Right. Cool. So Alexandra says, I'm aware that neither of us was being the space for it to happen. Exactly. And so when you pull, thank you. Nice to see you too. I feel amazing. Thank you. So this is what's so crazy is like when you, sorry, you're distracting me. Everybody likes compliments. Now I'm blushing. Okay. So hi, Sangeeta. Welcome. I love it. So here's the thing is what Alexandra's saying. She's saying neither of us were being the space for it to happen. So you make the demand, you get the energy, the house, the lover, the car, the money, the business, the travel, whatever it is. And you're like, oh, and you pull it in. The challenge is that as you pull in, everything that is consciously and unconsciously blocking you from pulling it in needs to go. So your body might get bigger. It might get pissed off. It might like show you somewhere where you need to change something. And then you become the energy and the space over time. Now, if you're not a control freak, that can happen right away. But if you're trying to control the change, you will slow the manifestation and the actualization of it down. Totally crazy, right? You guys get this? Are you getting this? Oh, I clearly get totally excited and obsessed. So if you are liking this live, please like, comment, share, press the share button, because who in the world do you know that doesn't need a little bit more magic or a little bit more energy or a little bit more possibility? I was just watching some videos this morning and watching some famous people who have been battling with depression for a really long time, battling with alcoholism for a really long time. Hi, sweet Aradna. I love you. So I've been battling with all of these things. And what happens is when we get into our own mind that we have a problem, we will shame and hide ourselves instead of allow it to be a space and an energy, right? And so what I want to invite you guys is there is no wrongness in asking for what you want and then having to go through a little bit of a challenge or a little bit of a change, right? So my friends, I want to challenge you today. What could you ask for in your life right now? And you promise to me, commit to me, but I don't really care about me. Commit to yourself that you're not going to give up on what you know you desire to have. Okay? You guys with me? So like, comment. Okay? So who here is ready to ask for something? You've been half-ass asking for it. You've been like dipping your toe in asking. Who here is ready to ask for something you desire and you want with every fiber of your being, and you are going to commit to having it? Okay? And you're going to do whatever it takes. Okay? You guys got it? Who's with me? Yeah, baby. You guys with me? All right. So what is it? You don't have to type in the comments. All right. Michelle's with me. All right. Just one of you. She's going to get it. Cool. Vanya says, I'm ready. Awesome. So what is it you've been asking for? What is it you want to ask for right now? Yes, says Jackie. All right. What is it you want to ask for right now? Yeah, baby. I want you to pull it in and commit to having it. Yes. Create 5,000 euros for SOP in Paris. Done, baby. What would it take? And so here's the deal is you don't give up. You don't give up. You do whatever it takes. And every time you catch yourself telling yourself an old story of it's going to be hard, it's going to take too long, how are you going to come up with the money? How are you going to come up with the change? You stop. Okay, literally, I'm not joking, you guys. Most people think there's a trick. Like, I purposely put mindset tricks to discover what's really going on. Most people think there's a trick. There's not a trick. You literally have to stop. Like, if you want to get fit, you got to put on your running shoes and go to the gym. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to get fit, I'll be there, baby. And don't give up. Exactly. So if you want to get fit, you got to put on your running shoes. If you want to have the money and the ease and the joy and the fun, you have to exercise the muscle of putting on, I'm going to call it your magic pants, or putting on your manifestation pants. And so what does that look like? When you feel lazy, when you want to go into doubt, when you want to complain, when you want to go, oh, well, I can't do it. You stop. And then you imagine having the money, you imagine having the house, you imagine having the business, you imagine flying first class, whatever it is you're asking to actualize and manifest. You stop when you're being a cranky pants, and you literally, hola, Jime, ¿cómo estás? Yay, un gusto verte aquí. Okay, cool. So my friends, here is the deal. You guys ready for it? You really want what you want? You have to stop yourself in the moment when you go into doubt, and you put on your magic manifestation pants. You put on your magic pants. You put on your asking pants, and you just imagine having it without a doubt, and you pull it in. Aha. Aha. I need a Spanish translator, right? And just speak both languages. So I hope that this has been helpful to you. If you guys are curious, I highly recommend coming to one of my live events, because I promise you there's nothing like 4.5 days of change. And it's 4.5 days of literally practicing the muscle with your body to get your body used to what it's like to have everything you're asking for. And once you get it, and then I give you an option on, I think it's like day 3 of the 4.5 day live event, I give you an option to perceive what it's like to go back to your old self. And almost everybody in the live event goes, and watching people over time no longer buy the story, go into pathetic, go into lack, it changes everything. So I want to tell you, get your butt to a live event. If you know somebody, especially in Europe, right? I'm in Europe. So London, Paris, and Hungary. So excited. It's October, London and Paris. Hungary is in November. We already have it translated, and a translator for Serbian and Croatian in Hungary. Super cool. So my friends, what is it today that you can commit to, right? To let go of the old story, put on your manifestation pants, right? Your magic pants. So instead of putting on your running shoes, and maybe you put on your running shoes and your magic pants, right? And you run to manifest, right? To pull in, right? So Alexandra, if you can do this with your relationship, where can you do this with money? Where can you do this with business? Where can you do this with your health? Where can you do this with your physical body? Okay, so I adore you guys. And if this contributed to you, will you do me a favor? Will you share? Because the target of the No Judgment Diet is to get 10 million bodies out of judgment. I have this idea and this vision and this crazy dream that if 10 million bodies are out of judgment, we would be able to actualize and manifest anything instantaneously. Okay? Yeah, baby. That's so funny. All right. Oh, I love it. So Celine just put the link for Paris. We will put the link in for the live events where you can also see the Paris page, which is really cool. So Kelly says, I asked for a brand new work truck today. 2 new ones showed up and management is resisting giving it to me. I'm being the energy that one will be given to me. Exactly. Come to Paris. Yes, come to Paris, come to London, come to all of it. I'm going to have fun in every country. So we do have a French translator for the Paris live events. We have a Serbian Croatian translator for the Hungary events. And if you know you want a translator or you are a translator and you want to bring more people, please feel free to contact us. You can direct message me on Facebook, right? Live events. All right, my friends. Wow, I'm so grateful for you. Please feel free to share this live. Thanks for being here. What else is possible? And cheers to the magic. All right, Marusa. Mwah. See you on the other side. Bye, my friends.